we say good morning to you. Broadcasting live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on this Monday, December the 1st, brand new month. Haven't talked to you since last month. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving break. We did. A chance to recharge the batteries a little bit, and so now we're ready to go for the Christmas push, if you will, all the way till right up until Christmas Eve, and we'll be taking some time off for the holidays to do that as well. So hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and again, got a chance to see family and friends. Hope you did, and hope you enjoyed it. So here we go, ready to go. Show number 2402, birthdays today. Bette Midler having a birthday. She is 79. Actor Woody Allen having a birthday. He's 89. Remember the TV show Dallas? Lucy Ewing in real life is Charlene Tilton. She's having a birthday. Miss Tilton is 66 today. And those are the birthdays. Again, Woody Allen, 89. Charlene Tilton, Lucy off the Dallas TV series back in the day. She is 66. And movie star and actress Bette Midler, she's having a birthday. She is 79. That's what's going on again on this Monday, December the 1st. Lots happening, obviously, in the world of sports. We'll get right to it as soon as we take this break, and we'll do that with the national anthem. We'll jump in and talk about the obvious. Did he or did he not make a mistake? I don't think he did, but nobody's asking me. But I think he made a big mistake, and I really, quite frankly, I don't know why. I am surprised. A little shocked, a little surprised the actions of Lane Kiffin. But anyway, here we go. Loretta Bowers' national anthem on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Elizabethton FFA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. It's more than learning about cows. It's becoming the problem solvers for the next generation. We are the future biologists, chemists, computer programmers, journalists, teachers, electricians who will feed our future. By creating a family atmosphere, the agriculture department, especially FFA, can become your home away from home. Through contests, leadership events, fun trips, and chapter activities, FFA is a great way to learn about the world while developing yourself into the best person you can be. We invite you to enroll in an ag-based course and be active in Elizabethton FFA. We'll save you a seat.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So the obvious lead story would be Lane Kiffin leaving. We know that. He left yesterday. So, again, where do I fall on all this? I think it's a big mistake. I think the guy's really shown his true colors. So, wanted to stay and coach Ole Miss in the playoffs, but then wanted to also be the head coach at LSU. I'm thinking, This is me. I'm thinking you want your cake and eat it too. You can't do that. And Ole Miss, the Keith Carter, the athletic director, thought he made a great point. Said, no, you're moving on. So reportedly, Kiffin threatened, the guys that are going to be on his staff moving to LSU. If you're not on the plane when I leave to go to Baton Rouge, you're not going to be on the staff. So, I don't know if that actually happened. That was a report that it did. But we do know what he did do. He walked away from a program that, left these guys high and dry. So if you really wanted to coach the playoffs, you would have cut a deal with, I would think, you'd cut a deal with LSU and say, okay, the Tulane coach did. We'll get into that here in a second. But you would cut a deal and say, okay, we're going to stay put until, see how far Ole Miss goes, then I'll take over the program. So he didn't do that, and he went on. He moved on, and so we know that. And so it is what it is. But, again, to me it shows the colors of Lane Kiffin big time. So anyway, he's moved on. He will not coach the Rebels during the playoff, as Ole Miss is instead giving the reins to the defensive coordinator Pete Golding, who is now the coach, the permanent head coach of the Ole Miss Rebels. So Kiffin's contract, 7 years, $12 million. LSU offered Kiffin a $13 million salary over 7 years. Ole Miss matched it. See, that's kind of – so Ole Miss reportedly was set to match LSU's reported offerings around $13 million a year. So he was making $9 million, so he jumps up another $4 million. So – and again, as I said last week on the show, for me, and this is Tom, at what point is enough too much? I mean, what's another $4 million? I mean, I couldn't spend $9 million. I wouldn't know how to spend $9 million. So I guess I could. It could be an acquired taste how to spend $9 million, or in this case, $13 million. But makes him the highest paid coach now. So Kirby Smart making $13.2. So put him right up here at the top. Ryan Day, 12.5. Kiffin, 12. Now he's up to $13 million. So puts him the highest paid coach in college football. Kurt Signetti, Indiana, 11.6. Lincoln Riley of Southern Cal, 11.5. Dabo Sweeney, 11.4. Steve Sarkisian of Texas, 10.8. Dan Lanning of Oregon, 10.4. He'll get a pay raise. Alabama's Kellen DeBoer at 10.2, and Bill Belichick making right at $10 million a year. So it's not the money. So, but see, there's a lot of ways to look at this. I mean, I guess I see it from a pay raise standpoint. It's an egotistical thing, but I mean, he has proven not to stay very long with very many places. Tennessee, the Raiders, Florida Atlantic. So anyway, Kiffin has moved on, and of course, who loses, who wins on this deal? Well, I think one of the losers would be Ole Miss. This guy was the toast of Oxford. I mean, he did whatever he wanted. He had the town by the tail, and he had the university by the tail. Turned Ole Miss into a program capable of 4 double-digit win seasons in 6 years, including 11 wins this year, which is a record for Ole Miss. Program headed its first CFP, remains in the mix for its first SEC title. That's not the case now. So it's going to be Georgia and Alabama for the SEC title, but they are going to the college football playoffs. So, success in college football comes down to the have and have-nots, and right now Ole Miss is still considered a have-not university compared to the likes of Ole Miss. The likes of LSU. So anyway, Kiffin moves on. So, he left Tennessee after 1 year, got fired from Southern Cal on the tarmac at the airport, as you know, got fired from the Raiders. He reportedly threatened to take his entire coaching staff with him to LSU if he wasn't allowed to continue coaching in Oxford. So if that is in fact the case, it depletes the coaching staff. It depletes, the kids get a chance to transfer now. They can move on. They got 30 days to go where they want to because coach left. So if you're Ole Miss, you can't really blame him, I don't think, for cutting ties with the guy. I mean, he's proven that he doesn't want to be around. So I kept thinking the longer he strung this thing out, he was going to stay. But no, he was trying to broker a deal where he could stay and coach Ole Miss and then go to LSU, which, may have worked, except the fact that you're in the same conference. It's across the bow in other SEC school. So, I see it from a lot of reasons. But FYI, I totally disagree with what he did. I think he left the school high and dry. I think he did him wrong. I think it shows he doesn't really care. Fourth coach in 11 years for LSU now. So, and wants to say he doesn't get restless and try and go for the NFL. Most of them always want to try and coach in the NFL. So what happens if he does that remains to be seen. But his loyalty clearly shows that it's all about him. Tulane head coach John Sumrall's name had been linked to that in recent days to the Florida, LSU, and Auburn jobs. So Sumrall signs a deal to be the next coach at Florida. They have told him at Tulane, you can stay there. We're going to trust you to do what you say. He said, I'm going to continue to recruit for Tulane until I leave. And so they're going to let him stay, which I thought was very admirable by the Tulane administration. So at Oxford, back to Lane Kiffin, he would have been there for years. Nobody would have bothered him. Doesn't have any bossy boosters. They just kept paying him money. Guy's making $12 million. Wasn't good enough. So he's moved on. I keep going back to that, but he has. So it's I admire Keith Carter, the athletic director. We're going to have Gary Rowe in here talk about this in a little while. But I admire Keith Carter, the athletic director, stood by his guns and said, no, you've made your bed. You got a lion. You got to move on. So, by the way, Pete Golding, the new coach for the Ole Miss Rebels, at one point had a stop at Tusculum down in Greenville. He was the defensive coordinator there back in 07 and 09, so he's got some local ties. 41-year-old's never been a head coach. Was the defensive coordinator under Nick Saban the year they won the national championship at Alabama. So, he's got a pretty good pedigree from that standpoint. Sumrall leaving Tulane 41 and 11 as a head coach. So does that step down from Kiffin to John Sumrall? I don't think so. I mean, I lost a lot of respect for Lane Kiffin, me personally. I don't know what you did, but so, I mean, what other coach would walk away from a team in the middle of a championship pursuit? Well, Tommy's jumping up $4 million. Okay, but he's already making 12. So, I mean, he's jumping up another $1 million. So I just don't. What do you think? Let me know what you think. So I think the guy I think he made a mistake. He was the toast of Oxford, a record 11-win season, going to go to the college football playoffs. And so, did he really care about the team? I don't think he did, but he would have stayed there. Or he would have brokered a deal. I mean, Tulane's coach did, so it's not he can't do it. Tulane said you can stay and coach as far as Tulane goes in the playoffs. Looks like they're going to. They're playing Friday or Saturday. I'll tell you about that in a moment. But they said you can stay out here and coach. And he said, you have my word, my promise, my solemn vow that I'm going to continue to recruit Tulane until I leave. David Harris, athletic director of Tulane, said, I can't argue with that. I'm going to trust him and keep him at his word and take him at his word. Kiff, on the other hand, said, I'm leaving. If you don't let me stay and coach, you're going to take all my coaches with me. And again, I don't know this, but it's a report that he said, all the coaches are going to go with me. Better be on the plane when I'm leaving the Baton Rouge, or you're not going to be on the staff. Now, I don't know whether that happened or not. That's what's being reported. But, again, when you leave a team high and dry, you get them to this point, you're at this threshold with a chance to go on and win a national championship or go deep in the playoffs at the minimum. They're a good football team. Ole Miss has proven to be a good team, needless to say. But just walk away and leave them high and dry tells me a lot about the man. But anyway, it is what it is. Hey, we got basketball coming up. We'll take a look at the top 25 college football. The polls are out. Lots going on since we've been off. See, our last show was last Tuesday. We took Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off to recharge the batteries, and we did. We got basketball tonight. Again, T.A. Duggar boys basketball right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. It's exciting T.A. Duggar boys basketball. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Joseph Taylor, Tucker Taylor, and yours truly Monday night from the T.A. Duggar gym as the Cyclones host the Robinson Redskins from Kingsport. It's a doubleheader, airtime of 4:45, first tip at 5 o'clock, audio and video. T.A. Duggar boys basketball against the Robinson Redskins. It all starts at 4:45 this Monday here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar boys basketball.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Back in the Tom Douglas Sports Show, we are live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Don't forget to come get your gift cards for Christmas. You got 23 days to do it. If you get more than 5 cards, please come inside. So that way you don't slow down the drive-through. We got 2 lanes to run you through, but to activate cards takes for a few minutes. Junior says, what do we expect from Kiffin? He did the same thing in Tennessee. He did. He most certainly did. Let me tell you, give me a news flash. I'll give you a news flash. He's going to do it again. He won't stop at LSU. He's going to the highest bidder. You don't think for 1 second, let's use a hypothetical. He wants to coach at Alabama really bad. He's made that very plain. So when he got passed over by Alabama to pick Kalen DeBoer, it got into his crawl. I read that back when it happened. You don't think for 1 second, 1 millisecond, that he had a chance to go to Alabama, he would drop LSU like a hot potato? You better believe it. So it's not the first. It won't be the last. But now you think those kids, they sold out to this man, sold out to the program. They performed like he asked them to do for personal pride reasons, but also because the coach wanted you to, and he did. And they did. And now they're in a position to get in the college football playoff, and he leaves them high and dry. So for more money, that's the point I don't get. And I go back to this. Our pastor preached on that yesterday, preached on it last night, touched on it. Actually, Bob Sanders preached last night, did a great job, but pastor preached on it on yesterday morning, in a roundabout way, about, putting all your eggs in earthly things. So, anyway, am I disappointed in Kiffin? Absolutely. Am I surprised? No, not at all. But I'm just telling you, you hide and watch. LSU won't be his last stop. He'll make another move. So, Ohio State, Indiana, Georgia, Oregon, and Texas Tech. There's the team you want to watch. I told London this all day yesterday. She just rolled her eyes. I said, my granddaughter, I said, here's the team you want to watch out for. The Texas Tech Red Raiders can play. They're playing in the championship on Saturday against BYU. They're a 3-touchdown favorite. Texas Tech can play it, boys and girls. The Red Raiders are the real deal. So keep an eye on them. They're 5th this week in the poll. Ole Miss at number 6. Texas A&M at number 7. Oklahoma number 8. Notre Dame number 9. Overrated. Number 10 are the Alabama Crimson Tide. They did a breakdown on the show Saturday, the strength of schedule. Notre Dame's like 35th or 36th, the strength of schedule. They haven't played anybody. Play 1 or 2 games. And they're 9th in the country. Give me a break. So, hope they get shellacked. So, don't know if they will, but I shouldn't say I hope they get shellacked. I hope whatever they do, they'll do. But anyway, they're at number 9. Alabama number 10. Then you go BYU, Miami 12th, Vanderbilt 13th. All right, what about that game? Tennessee got embarrassed. Well, they did, but we're not giving props to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's a good football team. I mean, yeah, we did get embarrassed, and yes. So, yeah, they got embarrassed. Tennessee got embarrassed, got beat by 3 touchdowns, scored 3 points in the second half. But you got to give props. Vanderbilt's a good team. It's not like you're playing a cream buff. Vanderbilt's, 13th in the country now. Texas 14th, Utah 15th. Oh, by the way, where's Tennessee? They dropped out of the polls. 33-week consecutive string gone. Utah 15th, Virginia 16th, Southern Cal 17th, Michigan 18th this week. The Dukes of James Madison 19th, and North Texas rounds out the top 20. Then you have Tulane, Arizona, Navy, Georgia Tech, and Missouri. That's your top 25. Tennessee out of the top 25 for the first time in a long time. Got a big week of football coming up. Of course, on Saturday, you got the Big 12 championship, Texas Tech and BYU. You've got the SEC championship, the rematch of Georgia and Alabama at 4 o'clock from Atlanta. ACC, Virginia and Duke in Charlotte. And then the nightcap will be the Big 10 championship from Indianapolis's Lucas Oil Stadium between number 1 Ohio State and number 2 Indiana. So a lot of football coming up. NIL, there's the other thing, and Junior just said it, he's right. LSU's going to pony up $25 million to pay kids to play football at LSU. $25 million. Now, we'll take a break she's here. Miss Betsy's in the house from NCCU. So there's always been, even when I was in school, there's always you can come on over, sit down. There's always been a constant debate, jealousy rubs the wrong way, academics versus athletics. Now, if you're a professor or an athletic, someone who teaches in a non-athletic situation at LSU, and you find out, much like they did at Virginia Tech said, we're going to give $25 to $30 million into the athletic department, and they agreed to it, the board of directors, to make the salaries more competitive for the coaches at Virginia Tech, and they're going to do it again. NIL, this is for the players. For LSU, we're going to put a pool of $25 to $30 million in a pool to go get Tom Taylor and Tommy Tipton and Betsy if she wants to play and whoever, David LeBeau, pick them. Well, and instantly you're going to make Lane Kiffin pretty competitive coach, got that kind of money. And, of course, that'll get guys, they'll get the transfer portal rolling. You know the rule of thumb, when a coach leaves, in this case Kiffin left yesterday, the players have 30 days to go where they want to, untapped. So that puts it at what? Yesterday was puts you December the 30th. So they have a month. They have a month to, don't rush me, we'll get to that, Junior. They've got a month to pick who they want to play or where they want to play. We got 30 days just to up and leave. So Kiffin's taking some of the coach. I don't know how many actually left to go to LSU. So there's a coaching void. So they're gone, or a vacuum. You got the players now can take off. How many will stay and try and win a national championship for Pete Golding? Or just say, or how many will go with Kiffin to LSU? You don't think he hadn't been in the ear and some of these guys saying, if I leave, won't you come with me? Because they can go, they can move unabated for 30 days because the coach left. Whole thing is way wrong. But it's not going to change. I'm sitting there going on about it. And Chick-fil-A, but again, Lane Kiffin, I think he made a big mistake. I think his ego is bigger than his checkbook. I think he was the toasted down at Oxford. Again, 4 double-digit win seasons, a record 11 wins this year in the college football playoffs in Oxford. And Ole Miss, which is not known. It doesn't have the money. Let's face it. It doesn't have the money as an Alabama or a Georgia or even probably a Tennessee or certainly an LSU. It's where he's gone. So, but he did. He made the move, and so we'll see how it ends up for him. But so, as Junior said, and I said it last night at church talking to some guys, and I'm right, this won't be his next stop. He got fired at Tennessee. They dumped him at Southern Cal, left him on the airport tarmac. The Raiders had him. He's going to turn the Raiders around, went 5-15 with the Raiders. They canned him. So, but he was successful and stayed a while at Ole Miss. Now, the good thing about this is he was an alcoholic, or he had a drinking problem. So he got sobered up, and by his own admission, Lane Kiffin dried up, came clean, whatever the adjective is. That part of it's great. He got his family life somewhat better. Apparently it was kind of shaky from what I've read. So that part of it he got fixed. He mentions praying a lot, so I don't know if he's gotten close to the Lord. I don't know. But he did get cleaned up from the portion, and I don't know how severe his drinking problem was, but he said by his own admission, when I was in Ole Miss and Oxford, I sobered up. So apparently had a problem by his own admission. So that's good. That part of it, he got fixed. But if you're making $12 million already, and we're going to give you another meal, you're going to make $13 million. As I told the guy yesterday, he laughed at me, but it was true. You see where these people have a home with 24 bedrooms and 14 bathrooms. Okay, I can only sleep in one bed. I can only take a shower, one shower at a time. That doesn't impress me. Maybe it is some, he's got a house, 24 bedrooms. Whatever. So, and I translate into the money. He's making $13 million. I wouldn't even begin to know how to spend $13 million. And what'd he do with it? When's too much? When's enough too much, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, Kiffin's gone. There's a lot more coaches moving around. We'll take a look at that. She is here. She joins us right after this break. Talk a little bit about the credit union. Again, we had Whitney on earlier in the morning where we were at Valley Forge Elementary with the tour of schools. Hello, Carolyn Stone-Cipher. Hello, Danny Blevins. We're about to meet a little buddy, Miss Betsy, from Northeast Community Credit Union. They are making loans. It's here, folks, whether you want to admit it or not. It's here, Christmas. We got 23 days to shop. If you need money, she'll be able to tell you how to do that. And we'll do that right after this from right here, our little buddy Molly from Chick-fil-A on the Tom Daly Sports Show. Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A. It's football time in Tennessee, the late John Moore would say. On a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or even on Sunday to watch NFL, you can get your trays from Chick-fil-A. Tell us what we can get
Yes,
there.
you can. You can get nugget and strip trays, fruit, salad, mac and cheese. We've got cookies, brownies. We've got wraps and veggie wraps. And then we also have our sub sandwich trays that have our cold grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato. Those are really good. And if you're getting it for a Sunday for the NFL games, you can also get the nuggets and strips chilled, so that way we'll cool them down for you, give you reheat instructions, and you can pop them in the oven and have them ready for your party.
How do we order? How do we get them?
You can call the store at 423-297-1266, or you can go online or use your Chick-fil-A app to place an order online.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, 423-297-1266. Our buddy Molly Hurley, marketing lady from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Daly Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. And back at the Tom Daly Sports Show, look who stopped by. I appreciate that she did, because she's going to tell you that she can get you some money. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for stopping by. And see if I got it. There we go. Yep. So Miss Betsy's with us from the credit union. So you got your tree up yet?
Tonight.
Tonight's
the night.
Tonight's the night. Real or fake?
Fake.
Fake.
Oh yeah.
White lights or colored lights?
It has all of them, so
Got
I can
combo.
pick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You got
Bluetooth.
one of those little buttons you can change the
Yep.
colors on it. All right. Cool.
Yep.
So the reason I'm asking that is because you can get some really cool ornaments from the local Elizabeth and Carter County famous places, if you will, here in Elizabeth and Carter County.
Mm-hmm.
They are what, $10 a piece,
$10.
and they're available at all the branches.
Should be, yes.
Yeah, and I think they're all gold. I don't remember seeing any silver. They're all gold.
No, I believe they're gold.
See if I can see. We tried this off there just now. There's 8 of them. So see if go with me here and see, just let me rattle them all. See if you pick up what I forget. The old Elizabethton High School, which is now Tia Duggar, Lynn Mountain, Covered Bridge, Carter Mansion, the Monument, Bonnie Kate. There's 6. I need 2 more. Did I say Sycamore Shoals? I did, didn't I? Yeah. Anyway, there's 8 of them. I got 6 out of 8.
There's a bunch. We've got them on display at the main office.
Absolutely,
so.
right on the counter.
Yep.
So, and they're on display in Oakland Avenue too. They're $10 a piece, and it's just to let folks know that are from here. Or the really cool thing to do, if you have someone who doesn't live here anymore, to send that to them. Say, just reminding you that here's what you're missing,
Yep.
by not being here. So, did I mention the covered bridge? Would be the obvious. There is a covered bridge. So anyway, there's 8. I got 6 off the top of my noodle. So there you go. So we are doing skip a payment, but let's get into, before we get into that, let's talk about loans, because it is here, and folks will need some extra money possibly to get that perfect Christmas gift for folks, and you can get you a quick loan once you become a member of the credit union. Tell us about it.
Yep. You can get up to $1,000, and your payments aren't due till January. So, of course, you'd have to be approved, but if you need the extra money, come on in and we'll get you approved.
You got to become a member.
Yep.
It's $5, right? Open an account.
$5 just for a savings. Yep.
Open up a $5 savings account. Again, at any of the locations, and once you do that, you can sit down with them. And what was really cool, I was at Oakland Avenue Tuesday last week. Young lady applied for a loan. Don't know who shows, doesn't matter. But she was so excited because they ran a credit score, and it had improved, and so it gave her the opportunity to borrow more money. And she said, "Absolutely, I'm going Christmas shopping." So it was pretty cool. And so that's a really neat story, because her credit score had gotten better, and so to the point where they could loan her more money, and that's awesome. Up to $1,000, right, for Christmas? Yeah. So if you don't need $1,000, you need $450, whatever you need, and your payments start in January, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Then you're talking about skip payment. What's that all about?
Yep. So if you don't want to get a loan and you have a loan, if you have an auto loan, anything but a mortgage or a payday loan, you can skip up to a month's worth of payments. So if that would help out not having to pay your bill, your loan payment this month, if you just need a little bit.
Yep.
Yep.
It's that easy. Northeast Community Credit Union. We got going back to college football here in a second. But she wanted to stop by and talk, and I appreciate her coming. So what I think is really cool, the employees have been doing all year long. They wore jeans on Fridays. Tell us how that's a really cool thing because we're getting ready to do with the money. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we pay $1 to wear jeans, or if we have something else special, we'll pay $5 for a special fun day or something like that. But all of our money goes to members or even non-members that need our help in the community.
Yep. So all the employees throw a buck in the pot every Friday all year long to be able to wear blue jeans to work, which is cool. Then that money is accumulated, totaled up, and then they decide where it's going to go somewhere in the community to help people, which I think is really a neat thing. And employees, it's a roundabout way. They get to wear jeans. They get to help somebody in the community, so it's a win-win.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So have you started shopping yet?
Yes.
Oh, have you really?
Mostly online, but yes.
That is cool.
I did go for Black Friday shopping.
Did you really?
I did.
Was it nuts?
It was. I went to the mall.
Oh.
Maybe I'm nuts.
I wasn't going to say that, but because I drove by there Black Friday, drove by there and looked, and I
Yeah.
thought, nah.
Oh, no, it was a mess. But it really wasn't that bad.
No.
Not for where I went.
No, you survived because
I did.
you're sitting right here. That's
I was
good.
by myself, so I could muscle through
Navigate.
the crowd, yeah, without having to keep up with anybody.
That's it. Just get out of my way.
That's right.
I'm coming through. I'm on a quest. I have things to get done.
Exactly.
Betsy had an agenda, and she got it done, right?
That's right.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What else is going on with the credit union? Anything else you want to tell us about? What else is happening?
Well, just come down and find out.
Yeah, what's the latest on the 19E?
Well, we should be open any time now.
Yeah, I knew it was getting close.
Yeah, they haven't told us an exact day, but I think maybe this week.
Oh,
maybe
really?
next week.
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah.
So if you don't know from around here, it flooded out last year with Helene and had to put up a temporary to build a permanent, and so the temporary's been up and running. The permanent's about to be open and be done. That's
Yep.
awesome. So.
The staff there is very excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do a great job. I mean, the folks at all the branches are awesome folks. And so, which one's Goldie at now?
She's in Roan Mountain.
Roan Mountain?
Mhm.
Yeah, we miss Goldie. She used to be over here, and she got promoted to go to Roan Mountain. And so, Aubrey's in Oakland Avenue. Who's the branch manager over here?
At ours?
Mm-hmm. Be
Well,
David?
David.
Yeah,
He says that I am, but
yeah. I knew that. That was a setup. Betsy is, so it's good. Are you guys looking for help? You fully
we
staffed?
can always
You
take
smell?
applications. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So if you're interested in going to work with the credit union, they are, as she said, taking applications. In closing, they do this every month. I think it's the coolest thing. We talked about this today. Whitney and I talked about it when we were at Valley Forge. They give teachers every month $300. I just find that fantastic. And so off the air this morning, I asked two of the teachers, I said, we gave you $300 cash. What would you do with it? They immediately knew what to do with it. They bought this, they'd go get this, get a new rug, get this, get that. So the teachers know what they want. And so every month, year round, you guys give out money, don't you? Tell us
Yep.
about that.
Yeah, it's $300 for teachers that need school supplies or just to help their kids. So all you got to do is go online and apply, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
Put your name in the hat.
yeah,
As I say, at this time of the day, most of the teachers that could be doing it are probably in the classroom because they're back to school today after the break. But if you know somebody who's a teacher, again, in any of the 5 counties, and she's going to tell us here in a minute, from kindergarten all the way up to high school teachers, or if they teach in a technical part of the school, they teach shop or culinary arts, whatever. If they're a teacher, again, in any of the 5 schools or 5 counties that they serve, you can apply to win $300. The counties are Carter,
Washington,
Washington,
Sullivan.
Sullivan, Johnson, Unicoi.
Yep.
So if you're a teacher on any school level, elementary, middle, high school, or technical school into those school systems, why would you not? Go to bemycu.org, scroll down to, where do I go? I go to schools. I think that's what she told me, Andrea said. But you can find it. Scroll down there and just apply. Do it online. It'll take you probably as long as I've said or talked about, you can apply and be done with it. And so it's pretty simple. And every month you pass out checks. It's year round. That's $3,600 a year they give back to teachers. It's a no-brainer.
Absolutely.
It's free money. Get it and use it however you need it for your classroom. Can't beat it. All right. Appreciate you coming. So,
Yeah, no
again,
problem.
the 19E's getting ready to open up the permanent location.
Mm-hmm.
The temporary's still there, but the permanent, any day now, they're going to open up brand spanking new, which is awesome.
I'm sure they'll put out a post.
Let people
Keep
know.
you posted.
Yeah, keep you posted on the post. I love it. So she survived Black Friday at the Johnson City Mall. God bless her. So, anyway, thank you for coming by.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you.
Get you some lunch. We'll take a break.
Absolutely.
Love working with the folks at NCCU. Here's Andrew talking about what we do, the Readers or Winners promo. More college football next on the Tom Daly Sports. We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers or Winners, year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles. Second 9 weeks, t-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely, new color, all that fun stuff. The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is Readers or Winners, year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools and Elizabethton City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union, they're paying for all this through their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers, readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, Westside and Eastside Elementary. Big thanks to the Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers or Winners in Elizabethton City Schools. Therapy Services, great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Daly Sports Show. Why Physical Therapy Services? A lot of folks out there that do what you do. Why PTS?
Nobody does it the way that we do it. There are other people out there that say that they are, and I want to air quote, sports PTs. There's no one out there that is truly a sports physical therapy clinic. We've been in business since 1980, and we continue to be in business after people have been bought and sold, folded. The reason why we continue to stay in business is twofold. Number one, we're a little crazy, which is fun. But number two, and the most important thing, is we always take care of the patient first. You take care of the patient first. This is what my dad always taught me. You take care of the patient first, everything else will fall into place.
Locations? Where do you have locations?
1975 West Elk Avenue. That's where my clinic is, where I work primarily. And then we have a pediatric location as well at the Medical Care Building at 1500 West Elk Avenue.
Physical Therapy Services. Last question, real quick. What's the phone number?
423-543-0073.
Physical Therapy Services, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. It's exciting T.A. Duggar boys basketball. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Joseph Taylor, Tucker Taylor, and yours truly Monday night from the T.A. Duggar Gym as the Cyclones host the Robinson Redskins from Kingsport. It's a doubleheader, airtime of 4:45, first tip at 5 o'clock, audio and video. T.A. Duggar boys basketball against the Robinson Redskins. It all starts at 4:45 this Monday here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar boys basketball. Michelle has spoken. She said these are $9.99. There you go. Eat more chicken. Got a little leather jacket on. He's T-bogging. He's got his gloves. That's cool. $9.99 for these. There's a limited supply. Also, the gift cards. She said the guy came in for some business around here and got 50 of them at $5 a piece. So if you do that, if you come in and get cards, more than 5, any increment you want, but if you do more than 5 cards, need to come inside, don't run through the drive-thru because it clogs them up because you have to activate the cards. So, and I totally get that. All right, college football, Michigan State canned their coach. There's been all kinds of them gone. Kentucky fired their coach. We'll talk about that in a second, but Jonathan Smith is out. Final record of 4-15 to Michigan State just never worked out. They're going after Mike Fitzgerald, one of the guys they're looking at pretty strong. I'm sorry, Pat Fitzgerald, one of the guys they're looking at for Northwestern. Also, Pat Narduzzi from Pitt, P.J. Fleck from Minnesota. I see him going to Michigan State. We'll see. Even Brian Kelly. Now, his name's going to resurface. Last week before we took the break, we told you that he was upset As is his attorneys were upset because they said he can't go out and get another job because he's tied up with this thing with LSU. They finally fired him without cause, and so or with cause. Anyway, they fired him. I can't remember what the official terminology was, but he's free now to make a move. So he's back in the coaching circles. There's a chance that Brian Kelly will land someplace, and maybe Michigan State. So they're looking for a new coach at Michigan State. Let's see. You have Florida hiring Tulane's John Sumrall. 6-year deal, averages $7.5 million a year. 42-11 in 4 seasons, the head coach. 2 in the Sun Belt at Troy and 2 in the American Conference at Tulane. He's reached a conference title game in all 4 seasons. The guy can coach, John Sumrall. Now, the Florida folks are saying, well, we took a step down from Lane Kiffin. Maybe not. So, we'll see. I could really go off on Lane Kiffin. I'm not, but I just think what a disservice he did to his kids and to the program. Thomas, for more money, you can't blame him. Okay, I go back to the same thing. I can live on a whole lot less than $12 million a ham, to say the least. So the competitive juices, will Ole Miss ever be able to compete on the same level as LSU? I don't know. They match these salaries, so it's like you don't have to go for more money because we'll match what they're going to pay you. Okay, so his bargaining chip may be the fact they're going to put like $25 to $30 million in the pot for the NIL to pay these guys to come play, which I find absurd, but that's me. Green Wave 10-2 with Sumrall the coach. He will stay with the Green Wave for next week's title game, or this week's title game, and through the college football playoff if Tulane gets a berth. Isn't that cool? The athletic director says, yes, you can stay and coach this team because we know you're going to be, you're up, which obviously is a very good compliment to John Sumrall, that he said, yes, I'm going to stay behind and coach Tulane, coach my tail off Tulane, and then once I'm done with Tulane, I'll go to Florida. That's the way you should do it. That's not how Kiffin did it, and the other guys too, not just Kiffin. A lot of other coaches leave and go from point A to point B before the season is over with unfinished business. Florida, again, getting their guy. Auburn hiring South Florida's Alex Golish to a 6-year deal for the Tigers. Coach went 23-15 over 3 seasons at South Florida. Just led the Bulls to a 9-3 record, their best season in 8 years. Takes over the Auburn program, has endured 5 straight losing seasons. DJ Durkin did okay. I thought he made some lousy coaching decisions on that game the other night. So you got that ball. It's 20-20. Then you got the game. Then you got the ball. It's 27-20. You're down, trying to go down the field. You had some time on the clock, and they're running the ball. And I'm thinking, why are you running the ball? And I'm not a coach, nor am I an offensive coordinator, but I've been around it long enough. So to get down the field with not a whole lot of time, it's been what I've seen down through the years. Saban was a master at this, among others. Sideline patterns. Catch it, get out of bounds. Go down, do a down and out, or over the middle crossing pattern and catch the ball and run out of bounds. Stop the clock. Go down field, hang a left, cut to the sideline, catch the ball, step out of bounds. You chip away down the field. He ran the ball, twice maybe 3 times? I didn't get that, but I'm not a coach. Anyway, Durkin is not the man now. They hired Golish, who can get it done. He's a very successful coach. I like what I told him when I was watching him. He said Auburn's going to give them all they wanted. Auburn should have won that football game, but they didn't. And so Alabama lives for another day, and they move on. They got pushed, and so I thought Auburn rose up and gave them all they wanted. It was the Iron Bowl. The records go out to when you play that game. And so Alabama got all they wanted from Auburn. So, when Golish took over that team, they were 1-11 with a winless run through the American Conference in 2022. It only won 4 games over 3 seasons under the former coach. He gets it turned around real quick. First Bulls coach at South Florida to lead the program to bowl eligibility in each of his first 3 seasons. So, interim coach for South Florida will be defensive line coach Kevin Patrick. So he, of course, was at one point on Heupel's staff. He was the offensive coordinator and tight ends coach under Heupel in both 2021 and 2022. So Arkansas hires their guy. They get Ryan Silverfield on Sunday from Memphis. So Arkansas gets their guy. Kentucky looking for a guy. They got rid of Stoops. Stoops is gone. Stoops got let go early this morning. Here's the buyout for Stoops. Are you kidding me? $37 million. This guy's going to get paid. So Bob Stoops said, no way, not a chance, zero. Am I leaving after they got shellacked 41-0 by Louisville? The big rival game on Saturday. Stoops said he wasn't going anywhere. What's the possibility of stepping down? Stoops says, I want to walk away. He said, are you kidding me? A 0% chance. Well, he's gone. Looking for a coach now. Stoops 72-80 at Kentucky. So he's gone. Looking for a new coach there. New Mexico's coach Jason Eck agreed to a 5-year extension. Keep him with the Lobos until 2030. His average salary goes to $1.75 from $1.25. So the Lobos are keeping Jason Eck as their head coach for the Lobos. So the coaching carousel continues. I do like what Tulane's athletic director today. John Summerall gave me his word. Here's the quote. I love this. I believe and trust him to be a man of his word. He said, I'm going to stay there and coach this team. They will play North Texas in the title game Friday night for the American Conference. The winner should get a berth in the college football playoff. If that happens, the athletic director says Summerall will be with the team until the run is over. It's the way you're supposed to do it. So then if you leave, you leave, but, fulfill your commitment. So you look at the coaches doing that, so then you say, okay, come bowl season, which is right around the corner, these guys are going to opt out not to play. And you say, well, they got to be able to play. Well, they're being led by example now. If the coaches leave and they don't ride it out and do what they're supposed to, well, Tom, they need to get to the next team to begin the recruiting process. Well, yes and no. Tulane's doing it right. I'm not a fan of Tulane, but I'm a fan of this David Harris, the athletic director. Never met him. He said, we'll let him coach. He's a man of his word. We trust what he says. We were talking about this over the Thanksgiving break with the folks we were having Thanksgiving with, and I said, back in the day, a man's handshake was binding. I can still see my grandfather and my dad shaking somebody's hand and said, yep, we'll get it done. We'll do this, we'll do that. And a handshake was binding. If you shook a man's hand, that was just like signing a contract. So I like what David Harris says. I believe and trust him to be a man of his word. That would translate into integrity, which we don't have much this day and age. So I salute David Harris, athletic director from Tulane, for saying just exactly what he said. Say he's going to let Summerall stay there and coach as long as they're there. Then Summerall says, we give 100% to Tulane football, and the minute we lose or eliminate or whatever happens in postseason, I'm going to shift gears and be a Florida Gator. Now, does he have his eye in Gainesville, towards Gainesville? Sure he does. But he's going to do what he's supposed to do, and that's what he should do for the fan base, for the kids, for the program itself. That's what one should do, but they didn't do it, and very few do. All right, Pat Fitzgerald is the head target, or the top of the list, I should say, for the new Michigan State position. Fitzgerald again, and this is a guy got in a scuffle with some players at Northwestern, a hazing scandal, and also was had players suing him for abuse, mental and physical abuse. So former Northwestern football players started filing lawsuits in 2023 alleging sexual abuse and racial discrimination on the team. So Fitzgerald denied wrongdoing and sued for $130 million. He alleged that Northwestern illegally terminated his employment and damaged his reputation. His case was set to go to trial this month. I don't know if it's going to go by the boards or not. In 17 years at Northwestern, he's 110 wins and 101 defeats. Michigan State losing 8 of its last 9 games to finish 4-8 this season. So Smith is due more than $30 million. Wow, this guy goes 4-15. All right, 4-14 in the Big Ten. Overall record of Michigan State was 9 wins and 15 losses. The guy's going to get $30 million to be 9-15 in 24 games. You know who makes out like a bandit in all this stuff are the agents. The president's son, I mean, the presidents don't rather, but the agents. I mean, this guy's getting $30 million to be 9-15. It's pretty impressive. Stoops is getting $37 million to leave Kentucky. What was he, 72-80? Wait till Gary Rowe gets in there. You talking about being on giddy, because he was ready for him to be gone a long time ago. All right, quick break. We got basketball tonight. We got Tia Duggar boys hoops. Here's somebody to tell you about it on Tom Taylor Sports. It's exciting Tia Duggar boys basketball. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Joseph Taylor, Tucker Taylor, and yours truly Monday night from the Tia Duggar gym as the Cyclones host the Robinson Redskins from Kingsport. It's a doubleheader, airtime of 4:45, first tip at 5 o'clock, audio and video. Tia Duggar boys basketball against the Robinson Redskins. It all starts at 4:45 this Monday here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Tia Duggar boys basketball.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
It's exciting Elizabethton Cyclone doubleheader basketball. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Dr. John Mitten, Tucker Taylor, and yours truly Tuesday night from John Treadwell Gymnasium. It's the home opener for Cyclone basketball. The Lady Cyclones get started airtime at 6:15. The boys to follow, audio and video. Cyclone doubleheader basketball Tuesday night at home against Johnson County. It all starts at 6:15 here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Cyclone basketball. Hot Mess 1 and Hot Mess 2. There you go. All right. What's her name, by the way?
Misty
Let's get her name out there. Misty
Hammett.
Hammett?
Mm-hmm.
Hot Mess number 2. Are you Hot Mess number 1?
I don't. It's a toss-up. It
Toss
just
up?
depends on the day.
Yeah, it depends on what the day is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Summer's here with us from the Carter County Imagination Library. Today's it. You better get on there and bid at collinsandcompany.info to win these trees and to help these kids. And so we got, well, let's talk a little bit about the Texas Longhorns.
Oh man, it was a good game.
Yeah.
Good game.
She's a Texas Longhorn fan.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. I like the Vols too, but they're just disappointing me this
Yeah.
year. So.
Yeah, that's an understatement. So
Yeah.
that was it wasn't real good down there in Knoxville Saturday.
No.
But they got beat by a good team. It wasn't like they were, well, we got beat by Vanderbilt, we got embarrassed. Well, they're a good football team.
Mm-hmm.
The guy ought to win the Heisman Trophy. Diego Pavia should win in my opinion, but I don't have an opinion. I'm sitting here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, but so the Horns won. So Sarkisian says we should be in the playoffs. You think they should be?
Yeah. Just because I'm a huge Arch Manning fan.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, he's underrated.
Okay.
Very underrated. He's going to do big things next year.
Yeah. All right.
So, yeah.
So you're a Longhorn. How did you become a Longhorn fan?
My daughter, actually. So my husband and I, neither one, I was a cheerleader, but my husband knows sports whatsoever.
less.
Yeah, she is just fascinated with sports. Didn't play sports, but she loves to watch sports. Obsessed with Formula One racing.
Really?
That's her goal is in college. She's doing communications and media, and she wants to do a minor in sports management, and she wants to get into Formula One.
So he could care less.
Oh, yeah. We watch football, and he's like, Okay, he has no idea what's going on.
I
Me and her
like
talk
it.
football, but he's like,
I like it.
yeah, we just love it.
I want to meet him. So
Yeah.
to sit him down in front of TV and watch
Mm-hmm.
any football game or any sporting event,
No.
can't do it.
But if you turn on a livestock auction, oh, he'll sit there for days.
They go, what?
Yeah. He loves horses and cattle and all those things.
Bidding on cows.
Farms. Yeah, farm stuff. But,
He's country.
oh, yeah.
That's it.
That's an understatement.
So football doesn't do a thing for him.
No,
I love it.
not at all.
But you're in there dialed in watching the Longhorns.
I watched Longhorns with her,
Right.
yeah.
Hook 'em horn.
Hook 'em horns.
Is that how you do it? Hook 'em?
Like something like, I don't know, like
Yeah.
hook 'em some way. She does all that stuff. I don't.
Misty,
I just watch the football game.
how do you do hook 'em horns? Is it like this? Hook 'em horns? She's doing this like, I don't know what that means. Got a twitch or something. I like
know,
that
that's
lady.
what I'm like, I'm afraid. I'm making a gang sign or something, you know? You just never know. So that's why I don't do symbols.
I think the horns. I think it is like
Yeah,
that.
it's like,
Hook 'em horns.
like this or something. I don't know. Like, yeah.
So anyway, the Texas Longhorns is her team, and so we'll see how far
Yeah.
they get a chance to go. But right now, it's kind of a wait and see. So, but they beat the Aggies. That's a big deal.
It's huge. It was a
Huge.
huge game.
Yeah. Did your daughter go bananas?
Oh, yeah, she did.
Okay. Did
Yeah.
she scream and holler at the TV?
Yeah, when Arch made the touchdown, she was beside herself.
How old is your daughter?
She's 18.
So I'm going to guess she thinks he's a cutie pie.
Oh, yeah.
He's a honeydew.
Yeah, he's going to be my son-in-law, is what
Yeah.
she tells me. I said, one
He's
can
a-
only hope.
Yeah, there you go. He's a hunkster. So,
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
we're an Arch Manning fan club here in East
Yeah,
Tennessee.
we are.
I got you.
Yep.
All right. Let's get these trees, get the bids up on the trees. So tell us what we're doing, how we're going to do it.
So, everything goes until 6 o'clock this evening. So you have until 6 to bid on trees. Like he said, go to collinsandco.info to bid. You have to register as a bidder.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't be a huge process. If you have difficulty, you can always reach out directly to David Collins, I believe, and
Tracy,
he would
yeah.
walk you through that.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, our tree at Lingerfeld Drug is currently at $25.
Okay.
Our tree at the coffee company is at $45.
Okay.
Our tree at August Muse that was decorated by Life Care, our Candyland tree, it's at $105.
Mm-hmm.
The Dr. Seuss tree at Duck Crossing is adorable. It's at $110.
Yeah.
The Eagle Center tree, it's a Dolly Parton coat of many colors. It's at $50.
Mm-hmm.
The tree at Lantern Realty that was decorated by the Builders Club is $30. The Valley Forge Farm Bureau tree is at $25. The tree at the Vintage Oak that was decorated by Eastside Elementary is at $35. It's a Dolly Parton themed tree also. And then the tree that was decorated by the River Riders, that's at Edward Jones, is currently at $65. The tree at the Chamber that was decorated by Hospice is at $30. The tree at Double C Western is at $35. The tree decorated by Dr. Billy Joyce Fine at Elizabethton Public Library is currently at $50.
Wow.
The
You got
tree,
a lot of trees.
I know. The tree at Westside Elementary, it's at $50. And then we have Jared Ellis's tree is at $25. The glass tree, made out of the vintage glassware, it's at $45. That's at Mary Googe's office. And then the tree at the East Tennessee Cigar Company is at $90. And the T.A. Duggar Builders Club tree, it's at $85. It has all those collectible ornaments on it. And then we have the Santa tree at Petal and Pine for $30. And then the Nutcracker tree that was decorated by Northeast Community Credit Union, it's at $40. It's at the public library.
Yep. So you can go online and see all these where? collinsandcompany.info?
Yes, under current auctions.
Yeah, go at Current Auctions, and you can go down and scroll down and see which tree you want to bid on, because today's it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what do you get? Well, you got to pick it up on Friday. You get the tree. You get it as you see it.
Fully decorated, ready to go.
Yep, fully decorated. It's yours. I think they talked about maybe saran wrapping it or something so you can get home with it as it is. Although you said it's okay to do. I mean, it's gonna be all right.
Yeah, it's their tree. So however you want to, if you want to disassemble that, take it home, or if you want to leave it as is, I suggest bringing saran wrap and just saran wrapping it. And
Yeah.
we've transported them in cars ourselves to get them to and from, and it's been pretty easy. I mean, a few ornaments fall off here and there, but not terrible.
Money raised goes where?
Straight to Imagination Library.
Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah.
We were at Valley Forge Elementary today doing our show, tour of schools, and we talked about reading and how important it was. A couple of the teachers said, let's see, Nikki Jenkins and Kayla Holly and Mrs. Hill, who was just nicest lady. They're all nice ladies, but they're all wove in our little visit with the kids, the kiddos, about the reading, how important reading was. So it is.
It is super important.
It's one of your schools, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. Valley Forge, the Eagles. It's a cool school. I liked it.
Yeah.
So, and they honored two. Let's see, Ellen Whitehead, 41 years, and Donna Foster, 50 years, as cooks at the school.
Wow, that's amazing.
And the A-team girls came up and brought them a bouquet of flowers to thank them for 41 years of cooking food for the kids. They're on to the third generation of kids that have come through Valley Forge now, which is really neat. So
it's amazing.
Yep. So we were there today, this morning, thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union, and we had a chance to showcase that school, and reading was a part of that one, too. Reading's part of every school we go to. And so this Carter County Imagination Library helps Carter County students and Elizabethton City students, correct?
Yeah, anybody who lives in Carter County, any child birth to 5, will receive a book in the mail every month.
Yep. Why are we raising money for the books? Because we got to buy the books, right?
We do have to pay. We have to pay for the books. Governor's Early Literacy, they pay for half and we pay for half. So it's about $2 per child.
Yep. So $2 a kid, we got to buy these books. So right now, you told me a couple of weeks ago we're at
1975-ish.
1975. So every month in Carter County, a kid gets a book. 1,975 little people get a book from newborn to 5 years every month. We got to raise the money to pay for the books. And these kids get them in the mail. They love them.
They do.
And so it's all under the umbrella of the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. So good. So I don't know what else to tell you. You have until 6 o'clock tonight to bid on this. Go to collinsandcompany.info. Now you start the little cat and mouse thing because you really want the trees. Now you get into the little kind of a pseudo bidding war. So you have until 6 o'clock tonight. Do you pick them up on Friday, right?
Yeah. I mean, or you could probably make arrangements and pick them up sooner if you would rather do that, and get them displayed in your home.
Yep. So you have your tree up?
I do. I put mine up Saturday, and I was thinking about these the entire time, and I was like, man, I just need to buy a tree. Instead of fooling with it, just buy one already decorated.
Is yours live or
No, it's artificial.
fake tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I found out how much an artificial tree cost this year, I just about died a little inside.
Oh, yes.
It was expensive.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep. Your tree does have white lights or colored lights?
So I have a pre-lit that can be white or colored, but
Right.
mine are whites.
Is your tree flocked?
No, that's
Okay.
too big of a mess.
Yeah, it is a mess. Oh, yeah.
I don't deal well with
No.
messes like that.
No, the stuff
Yeah.
dries on the end of the branches and falls off.
Yeah, no.
Unless you just leave it up all the time, which I do. So you have yours can go either way. White lights.
Yeah.
Got a little button on it or whatever.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
I think that's the thing. Everybody I've talked to, that's what they're getting now. They get to go either white lights or colored lights.
And I'm pretty sure the trees that we bought for this auction, they're pre-lit with the same feature. Like you can do white or colored lights on there.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So collinsandcompany.info is where you got to go to bid on these. And today's it. You go till 6 o'clock tonight. Is that right? 6?
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock's cutoff. So you saw them. You heard the dollar amounts on some of the trees. Go to that website. You can see each tree and bid on it right there. You can create a bid for you. And so
It's a bargain for a tree.
absolutely. So when you will come out and give me a final report? Next Monday?
I'll try my best.
Yep. Next Monday it'll be all said and done. Next Monday will be the 8th. Is that right? The 8th of
I
December.
believe so, yeah.
So it should be all done by next week. Signed, sealed, and delivered. So
Yeah.
we're raising money for these kids. It's all about these kids.
It is.
Yep. So folks may not know what you do in your day job.
So I work for Carter County Schools. I am with the Head Start and Pre-K programs. I'm the education manager.
And that means what?
So it just means I go to the preschool programs, all the Head Start and Pre-K classrooms, and make sure, just support the teachers, make sure they're following curriculum, help them with, testing, things like that.
You were a cheerleader in high school, weren't you?
I was, yeah.
Did you like it?
I did.
Weren't you the head cheerleader?
I was the captain of the cheerleading team.
Captain of the cheerleading team.
I was, yeah.
2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1. All for the Bulldogs. Stand up and holler.
Yeah.
You all ever do that one?
No, we didn't. We didn't do that one.
Okay. Okay. Who feels?
No, we didn't do that one.
Yeah. Have you heard that before?
I have heard that before,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
but we just
thinking.
didn't do that one.
That was when we did in high school. Well, I
Yeah.
didn't do it. I didn't cheer, but they did. We played ball. So I don't think I'd look good in the skirt. 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1. All for the Bulldogs. Stand up and holler. What's the big cheer you guys did?
Oh, Go Big Blue was a big one.
Go Big Blue?
Yeah, Go Big Blue.
Do the hands. Go
Like,
big.
Go Big Blue.
There you go.
Yeah.
Go Big Blue.
Yeah, Go Big Blue.
Yeah. So who was your co-captain? Or was there a
let me think.
co-captain?
I'm sure there was, but I can't really remember. That's been a minute.
It's only
It's
been like 2
like
years
5
ago.
or 6 years ago. So
2 years ago.
yeah, I can't really remember.
So-
I'd have to look and see. I don't know.
So did you guys go to any competitions?
Oh yeah, we went to camp every year.
Yeah. Where'd you go? Like App State or UT?
We did App State and we did ETSU.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was a Bulldog cheerleader.
I was.
Summer, what were you in high
I was a
school?
Whitehead.
Summer Whitehead in Hampton. Go Big Blue.
Yeah.
See, what was that one they used to say? When I shoot free throws, they'd go, "Sink it, Tom, sink it." You ever do that one? No.
I feel like we did something like that, yes. But I can't, but it had more to it than just sink it.
Yeah.
There was something like more words, but I can't. It's been a long time.
It has been a long time. It's been a minute, as you said.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Back
so.
in the day. Sink it, Tom, sink it. When I was shooting free throws. So, which is kind of cool when the cheerleaders cheered for you shooting. Kind of make you puff up a little bit, make you feel important.
Yeah.
The girls are cheering you on. So, there you go. How do we get on that trail? I don't know. Hook 'em horns.
Yeah, hook 'em.
CollinsandCompany.info. Got to do it. Today's it. Till 6 o'clock tonight. Bid. Don't bid it for me. Don't bid it for her. Bid it for those kids in Carter County, Elizabethton City Schools. Get them books in their hands so they can, because we're not maxed out.
Oh no, anybody can sign up.
Yeah,
Anybody can sign up.
1,975 kids, but that's not, I mean, we have not maxed out. There's more kids out there that can get
Yeah.
a book that aren't getting a book.
Exactly.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. So,
absolutely.
all right. Get you some lunch.
Okay.
You good?
Well, yeah, I'm good.
See you next Monday.
All right, sounds good.
What's your husband's first name?
Josh.
I like Josh already. Josh, I could give 2 hoots. It's my
Yeah.
brother's the same way. You talking about Angus cow? He's got a big farm up home.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about cows and quarter horses
Oh yeah, that's
And-
Josh right there.
and tractors. Oh, we sit and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
go page after page. It's like, dude, a tractor's a tractor. Oh no,
Oh no, it's not. A
No.
horse is not a horse.
horse is not a horse. There's more to it than that. No,
Yeah.
cows are. Oh no. So he could sit and I mean, just we did it a couple times. We'd go someplace to a farm auction. It's like, okay,
hate
dude, either get yeah. Well, I like your National Harvester. I like John Deere. Just get a tractor. Just
Yeah.
get something so we can go home.
We have blue tractors.
We have
New
blue?
Holland. New Holland
New
tractors.
Holland. That's all.
Mhm.
That's the only way we go.
Blue tractor. That's it. Blue tractors. Yeah.
Big J's.
Yeah,
That's all.
and so
we're,
my brothers and my dad have John Deere, so it's a big competition. You
Ah.
know, New Holland or John Deere.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Big J kind of tweaks him with that blue.
Oh yeah, he likes his blue tractors.
I gotta meet this guy. It's good. All right,
Yeah.
we'll take a break. See, when you watch this show, you never know. We're talking about
Oh.
Summer's husband and his New Holland tractors.
Yeah.
So has he ever drag you into any of those sales?
Oh, he tries. He
Yeah.
tries. He was gone on Thanksgiving to a sale.
Oh,
Yeah, he was gone all day.
how'd that go?
It was great. It was great. I didn't have to cook. It was great. It
Well,
worked
that's
out
so
well.
sorry.
Yeah, no, it was fine. He took donkeys to that sale. So
How many? What kind of critters you have down on the farm? You got mules. What else? You got horses,
yeah, horses, cows,
cows.
sheep, goats, pigs. You name it, we have it.
At your place? At your
Well,
farm?
it's at my father-in-law's. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. So are you like an Ellie Mae Clampett, or you like you're okay with that? You're
It's
here.
that's his.
That's
That's
his
his.
baby.
Deal. Yeah. I mean, I'll go do what I have to do or whatever, but I'm just not a farm girl, obviously. But
She's in front of the
it's
TV
fun.
going, hook 'em horns.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll help when I need to, but
There you
I
go.
just
I
there's
got
other
you.
things I enjoy more.
More important. You
Yeah.
got it. I love it.
Yeah.
Opposites attract.
Yeah, that's
There you
true.
go.
So
All right. Thank you for coming. See you next Monday.
thank you. Yep, I'll be here.
Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at some more college football. Gary Rowe will join us coming up here in a minute. We're going to break down all this craziness that's happened just since our last show last Tuesday. We've been a lot of coaching changes, and so I'll even let him see what's wrong with Tennessee because they got something's wrong. I don't know what it is. They got beat by a good football team, but still, it's just something's not right in Knoxville. I don't know what it is. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports. It's exciting Elizabethton Cyclone doubleheader basketball. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Dr. John Mitten, Tucker Taylor, and yours truly Tuesday night from John Treadwell Gymnasium. It's the home opener for Cyclone basketball. The Lady Cyclones get started airtime at 6:15. The boys to follow, audio and video. Cyclone doubleheader basketball Tuesday night at home against Johnson County. It all starts at 6:15 here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Cyclone basketball. Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A. It's football time in Tennessee, the late John Ward would say. On a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or even on Sunday to watch NFL, you can get your trays from Chick-fil-A. Tell us what we can get there.
Yes, you can. You can get nugget and strip trays, fruit, salad, mac and cheese. We've got cookies, brownies. We've got wraps and veggie wraps. And then we also have our sub sandwich trays that have our cold grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato. Those are really good. And if you're getting it for a Sunday for the NFL games, you can also get the nuggets and strips chilled, so that way we'll cool them down for you, give you reheat instructions, and you can pop them in the oven and have them ready for your party.
How do we order? How do we get them?
You can call the store at 423-297-1266, or you can go online or use your Chick-fil-A app to place an order online.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, 423-297-1266. Our buddy Molly Hurley, marketing lady from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Monday Night Football tonight. You've got the Giants and the Patriots in Foxborough tonight. Gillette Stadium. We'll see how that goes for the Patriots, who are having a heck of a year. The Giants, needless to say, are not. They're struggling, so we'll see how that goes tonight for the NFL Monday Night Football in the week. I don't know if you watched it, but my Raiders were pitiful. So they're 2-10 now. They got beat by the Chargers. You got the Broncos on Sunday in Vegas, and they're not any good. So it's kind of an understatement. Hey, we got Robinson or T. Duggar basketball tonight coming up doubleheader. The JV boys at 5 o'clock. Joseph Taylor, you saw the promo. Tucker Taylor's running the camera. And so we'll go in there at 4:45 with the JV boys game and then the varsity to follow. See, the boys JV at T. Duggar is 7-1. The boys varsity, I think Gary said, are 5-2. So there'll be good games tonight. We'll stream both of them audio and video. And then we start our high school coverage tomorrow night, Cyclones in Johnson County, a doubleheader. And we got Milligan on Saturday. So we're running again. We got middle school tonight, high school tomorrow, and college or university basketball on Saturdays. So we're going to be busy. We enjoyed a couple days off over the Thanksgiving holiday. It was nice not to talk, just to sit. So we're going to hit it today and start it with 4:45. Joseph Taylor's going to help me do the game. Can't wait to have him on. All right, so Friday, college football, 4 games on tap. 19th ranked James Madison against Troy. Jacksonville State and Kennesaw State. Boise State and UNLV. And then for the American Conference Championship, Tulane, 21st ranked Green Wave. And the North Texas football team is 20th in the country. On Saturday, the Big 12 Championship, Texas Tech, the Red Raiders. Again, keep your eye on the Red Raiders. They can play. Texas Tech. Big 12 Championship, number 5, Texas Tech, the Red Raiders. They can play against 11th ranked BYU. Also on Saturday, the SEC Championship, Georgia in a rematch. 3rd ranked Bulldogs, number 10 Alabama in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium at 4 o'clock. At 8 o'clock on Saturday, the ACC Championship in Charlotte, number 16 Virginia, unranked Duke, the Blue Devils in Virginia, 16th ranked Cavaliers for the ACC football championship. That'll be at 8 o'clock on Saturday. Also at 8 o'clock on Saturday, the big one, top-ranked Ohio State at number 2 Indiana for the Big Ten championship at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. So that's what's going on there. In the college football, Tennessee, of course, out with a whimper, 35-24, or what was it, 48-24. Wasn't it? 45-24. I don't know. They got beat by 3 touchdowns, and so they didn't show me much. So I don't know what's going on. So the internet, the Facebook, was crackling with complaints about Josh Heupel. I don't know, and complaints about the offensive and defensive coordinators. So will changes be made at Tennessee? I would think so, but I don't know that. But I would think so. Of course, they got to wait now and see where they're going to go with the bowl game. Then you always look at this point, the way things are going, the landscape of college athletics. A lot of these guys are opting out not to play in the bowl games now. They said it's a waste of time, it's boring, and so we will see who, in fact, will play and who won't play. So, hello, Baker. How you doing, lady? Ooh, eggnog milkshake. So, or one of those burgers from Barker's. It's almost like a religious experience. It's that good. All right, Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, we got basketball tonight. Robinson, tomorrow night. Cyclones in Johnson County. Lady Cyclones and the guys to follow. Then we got Milligan on Saturday, a double dip there at Steve Lacey Fieldhouse against CIU. And so that's what's going on, as we said, for the next couple of days with basketball. Tomorrow, we'll be right up the street at Poor Trav's Deli, broadcasting live there on Poor Trav's Deli on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're here today at Chick-fil-A. Tonight it's college night. Again, from 5 to 7, come in and get a free ice cream treat. If you're a college student cramming for finals, it is that time of the semester to cram. So if you are in that mode as far as a college student, you get a free ice cream. Come in tonight between 5 and 7. It's college night here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Don't forget to get your gift cards. More than 5 gift cards, they would ask you to come in and get them versus going through the drive-thru and slowing things down because it does take a few minutes to activate the cards. All right, quick break. We'll be right back. We've got him coming in just a few minutes. Gary Rowe will come in and talk a little SEC football on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Our success is your success.
Stanfield Thomas and Associates, Miss Autumn. So tell folks what STA is all about.
So at STA we do business tax, individual tax, bookkeeping, and payroll. We specialize in QuickBooks. We do offer QuickBooks training, and we have a QuickBooks Pro Advisor, which is Crystal. She's the owner. She can help with the software, training, inventory cleanup, file setup, and payroll reports. We also do month end, which includes reconciling. So yeah, we do a lot.
Do what you do best, let us do the rest. That's a great, great slogan. Phone number, how do we get a hold of you?
423-968-9112 or at statax.com.
Where do we find you on social media?
You can find us at Stanfield Thomas and Associates on Facebook.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, Stanfield Thomas and Associates of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Football. We're talking to our buddy Dr. Eric Carter from Lingerfeld Drug Center, one of our proud sponsors of the show, and Cyclone Sports. A lot of pharmacies out there, a lot of drugstores out there. Why, in your humble opinion, should we come and trade at Lingerfeld Drug Center?
Yes, I think our customers are our family. We treat people how I'd want my family to be treated. And that's, we can come in after hours for you if you need, or deliver to you. I think we just go the extra mile. A lot of times at a big chain or something, if you need a refill and it's out of refills, it's too bad. But we'll call the doctor, send them messages, and keep bothering them until they get them sent in to us. So we want to do everything we can to make sure our customers have their medicine and are happy.
Customer service, folks. Again, Lingerfeld Drug Center down here beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on this Monday. Again, it is, I think you know this, we talked about it last week, but it is deer hunting season. It's kicked in. It goes through January the 4th, and so muzzle loading, archery, and regular gun. So your limit is statewide bag limit of 2 antlered bucks for the season. No more than 1 is allowed per day. And so you got to have a 2026 Tennessee hunting and trapping guide. And, of course, you're going to be licensed. Got to have a license to be out in the woods. So there you go. So it's tis the season. And, again, it's so far I've been reading and hearing about it. It's been a very plentiful harvest so far for deer. Through January the 4th, opened up on the 22nd of November. Here it is December the 1st. You got another 33 days to go deer hunting. Again, either gun, muzzle loader, or archery in the state of Tennessee. 2 for the season and no more than 1 per day. Antlered deer allowed per day. So Deer Management Unit 6 has an antlerless deer limit of 2 for the season. So there you go. And Unit 1, the counties would pretty much include, let's see if I can get this right here. Reading, so, yeah. Tennessee Deer Management Units, Washington, Carter, Sullivan, Hawkins, Johnson, Unicoi counties are in Unit 6, along with Blount, Cocke County, Greene County, Hamilton County, Jefferson County, Monroe, Polk, and Sevier counties are all in Unit number 6. And so that's the area for the opportunity to deer hunt in the great state of Tennessee through January the 4th. All right, Petals and Pines, great people. And that's the folks we want to talk about here again, the only children's clothing store full-time in Elizabethton. It's in the Ritz Mini Mall. And they're closed today and closed tomorrow. They're open Wednesday through Saturday. And so they do a wonderful job. They've moved them, and they had a big small business Saturday day downtown. They had a big one, the Christmas open house. So, of course, there's plenty in there still because she's restocking. Tara's restocking, but you want to check it out. They got them from 0 to, 5, 6 year olds. Again, for the little people, guys and girls. And so the Petals and Pine kids clothing store. And everything in the store is discounted right now for the Christmas holiday season. It's in the Ritz Mini Mall. And so you can check it out and do that. And we appreciate that. Tara said thank you because folks are coming in and saying they heard about it on the show. We appreciate that very much. In the Ritz Mini Mall, again, the Petals and Pine, the Children's Consignment Store, a new sponsor here on the show. All right, we'll take a break. He has texted me and said, I'm stuck in traffic. There's a wreck here somewhere close. So he's stuck in traffic, so he's on his way. He is Gary Rowe until he comes back or until he gets here. We've got more to talk about right after this from the Eagle Center on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're in downtown Elizabethton, proud sponsor of Cyclones, the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Holiday season shopping, you want to come here to the Eagle Center and do your Christmas shopping. Tell us why.
We just have a building full of anything you could want. We have very unique items. My vendors are very great at searching out unique things that you won't find just everywhere, and some things that are good for every person on your shopping list.
What's your slogan?
We like to say that things tell a story when people no longer can. Have a lot of things in this building that tell stories of the past, and things that just add a lot of interest to your decor.
2 stories, over 50 vendors. Hours are open.
We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5.
How do we find you on social media?
And we're on Facebook as Eagle Center Co-op and on Instagram as Eagle Center Antiques.
Holiday shopping's here, folks. Do your Christmas shopping here in downtown and Elizabethton Eagle Center. Be loyal, buy local, and buy it from the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
Jewelry is an investment. To get the highest quality at the best price, you need a jeweler that is trustworthy and experienced. With our own jeweler in-house, Jewelers Bench offers custom-made pieces, as well as general maintenance and repair services, and unique jewelry for all occasions. Local family-owned, we've been serving our community for over 25 years. Let us make your Christmas one to remember with heirloom jewelry that can be passed on through generations. Highest quality for the best price. Only at the Jewelers Bench, Elizabethton.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Back on the Tom Dillon Sports Show, you weathered the traffic?
Yeah.
And here we are. We're here live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth on Tom Dillon Sports Show. How you doing, sir? Doing good?
Doing good. Doing
Yep.
good. How about you, Tom?
Oh, yes. Thank you for coming by and
Yeah,
talk
absolutely.
a little. Wow. Where do we start? Let's start with your guy.
Yeah.
$37 million payout for Bob Stoops to be let go with a record of 72-80 as the head coach of the Kentucky Wildcats.
Yeah.
He said Saturday got to be 41-0. What's the chance you leaving?
Zero.
Chance.
Zero chance.
I knew right then. I thought, no, you don't.
That was the most lackluster, heartless exhibition I think I've ever. I didn't watch it. I knew what was coming, and I didn't even watch the thing. But you just knew that it was going to not be. It was not going to be good.
Well, it wasn't good. 41-0
No.
cost him his job. So
yeah, and you know, honestly, the Vanderbilt game was the same way. They never stood a chance. You know, and you know, I don't care. His wins this year were against teams they should have won. They should have beaten. You know, anytime an SEC high Division I school plays a mid-major, they should win, and they won those games pretty decisively. And then he beats an Auburn team who had a coach on the way out the door, and then a Florida team who was without a coach. And, you know, so those weren't anything really to hang your hat on. So, honestly and truthfully, you know, there's people making a lot about his accomplishments, and I don't want to water those down. I mean, there was a stretch where he took them to a lot of bowl games, things that, you know, and that's really all the Kentucky fans have ever asked for, is that they just be competitive. You know, maybe go to a bowl game, hopefully go to a decent bowl. Is 7-8 wins is a good season for a Kentucky team. And one of the 10-win seasons were vacated, of course, we know that, and so it was you stay somewhere long enough, you'll get enough wins to be the winningest coach.
Yeah,
and
true.
So, anyways, he's gone, and now the search begins, and so. I felt like I don't know who comes up with these. It's got to be the ADs that they have to agree to the contracts. But whoever the geniuses are that construct these contracts, why would you not hire them to do whatever? I mean, these guys are getting money for coaches who have losing records and have terrible seasons, and they get fired and they're set for life. I mean, it just doesn't. It doesn't make any sense to me, but
I just said that before we got here. I said the smartest guys on the planet are these agents. They're making big bucks.
Yeah.
Your guy's getting $37 million. Who is somebody got Cans getting? The guy from Michigan State. Jonathan Smith.
Yeah.
Getting $30 million.
Yeah.
To be what was he 9 and 15?
Yeah, it's just unbelievable to me. I mean, sign me up for a year. I'll fail for a year.
Absolutely. I mean, they're being paid to be bad. They're being rewarded for being a bad coach.
Exactly.
$37 million. Your guy went 72 and 80, but the guy from Michigan State goes 9 and 15. They're going to pay him $30 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
So you've got SEC. They pick up Silverfield down in Arkansas from Memphis.
Interesting hire.
Golish goes from South Florida to Auburn.
Even more interesting hire.
Then you have. Sumrall goes from Tulane to Florida. What I liked about that was, as I said earlier in the show before you got here, the athletic director from Tulane said, "I'm going to take him at his word. He's a man of honor, man of his word." So he said, "I'm going to continue to coach Tulane until it's over with. I'm going to give you 120% as Tulane's coach."
Yeah.
Guy said, "Okay, you can stay and coach."
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
I admire a guy for that.
I do too. I admire both sides for that. The Ole Miss thing was ugly. I mean, I watched the interview that Marty McGee had with
Kiffin.
With Kiffin at the airport, and if what he said was 100% accurate, he wanted to coach the season out. The AD said absolutely not.
Can't blame him.
Didn't want him at the team meeting that morning.
Nope.
And then now that negotiations have been made. And it's final, he can't talk to players because it becomes an NCAA infraction for LSU. And so his time was abruptly just ended. And, who loses? Well, Kiffin doesn't lose any money.
Ole Miss loses.
Ole Miss loses.
Yeah.
And
because their guys can now transfer out, right? They got a 30-day window to leave.
Well, is that in play, or do they have to wait till January 2nd with a coach? Rick Pitino, of all people, great basketball coach, had a great statement about all this. He said, college football, don't get me wrong, I love college football, but college football's calendar is really messed up.
Mm-hmm.
And he equated it to this. He said, I'm coaching at St. John's. We've got potential to be a number 1 seed, potential to even win a national championship this year. If you base basketball's calendar off of football, the way football's calendar is, that means, he says, if I want another job, I got to leave in March.
It's interesting.
And it makes no sense. The negotiation season, I guess we could call it, makes no sense with college football.
Well, the transfer portal opens up on January 2nd.
Right.
Now, the rule of thumb, or at least I think it's what it is, unless it's changed, and I don't know when it would have changed, but you have 30 days. So when Napier left Florida, all those kids had 30 days to make a move, unabated, because the coach left. All right, so if that's the case with Ole Miss, they've got until December the 30th to make a move. It happened yesterday, November 30th. So now the transfer portal starts on January the 2nd or 3rd. I think it's the 2nd. So you have like a 2 or 3 day window before it all starts over again. But so he can't legally talk to these players.
Not till January 2nd.
But he told the coaching staff, or at least that's what I read. It was reported. Now whether it was true or not, don't know. But he was, he told his coaches, if you're going to go with me, you better be on that plane to Baton Rouge. If you're not on the plane, you're not going to be on the staff.
Yeah, he denies the ultimatum that he gave them because he was asked about that, and he said these coaches they make up their own minds. They're their own individuals. He said I made the decision I made for my family. He said they'll make the decision they'll make for their family. Now there again, whether or not that's fully accurate, who knows? But that's what Marty McGee's interview with him said, is that he did not provide or offer any ultimatum to any coach. And so the defensive coordinator kind of answered that question pretty quickly, as he's now the head coach of Ole Miss. But
Pete Golding,
yeah,
who at one point coached at Tusculum, by the way. He's down there in 07 and 08 as the defensive coordinator. So he has some local ties.
Yeah. I was thinking about all this morning, Tom, and it's, those of us who are just fans of college football teams and their systems, and you know what I mean by system. They're the way they operate. Offensively, defensively, what's expected, and so forth. It don't matter anymore.
No.
You think about I was thinking about this morning. You got these who do I want as Kentucky's coach? And you start reading resumes about recruiting and so forth, and it don't matter. What matters now is how much money does he have to pay a kid.
Yeah,
that's all that matters anymore, and that's kind of disheartening to me.
Well, LSU's come out and said we're going to put $25 million in the NIL for these guys to play.
I mean, Kentucky's got $22 million in their basketball.
So, yeah. So for the love of the game, that's out the window. It's a business. These are businesses now.
Yeah.
The college, in my opinion, the NCAA football is nothing more than a minor league for the NFL. Basketball is a minor league for the NBA.
Yeah,
it's all like
absolutely.
it is. I mean,
yeah,
Kentucky's got $22 million.
$22 million
for basketball. Tap into it.
Yeah, and it's not looking good this year, by the way. So we may be having this discussion about our head basketball coach by the end of the season, because he's all in on Kentucky. People loves his enthusiasm for the university, but his X's and O's.
Just win, baby.
That's what matters, and he's not doing it. So.
It's a performance-based business at the end of the day. Period.
It absolutely is. But even conferences had identities. Big Ten. If your coach left, you're going to get a guy who's defensive. You're going to give up maybe a touchdown a game. SEC maybe a little more lenient on both sides. Pretty good, tough defenses. Sometimes you have an high octane offense, but now it just doesn't matter. It's about who can pay for the best athlete and hope they perform.
Money's talking now.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
So, I mean, I got on the Facebook on Saturday. Of course, I take it with a big grain of salt. The people out there saying what they're saying, but they're not exactly enamored by Josh Heupel now.
No, exactly.
And
that's insane.
Yeah, it is.
That is insane. I mean, the guy comes in, he's in his fifth year. Is that right?
Fourth or fifth.
Fourth or fifth year. Takes a team that, I mean, honestly, and I'm not a Tennessee fan, but I think everybody would be honest about this. They were in the cellar.
Oh, it's a dumpster
They were in
fire.
the cellar.
Oh, yeah, it was awful.
And he takes a team, brings in an entire new system, brings in his own players, and really and truthfully, within year two, it's different.
Mm.
And now, it's just why in the world would you even talk about getting rid of a guy like that?
Well, they had a bad game Saturday, but let's call it the way it is. If you watch that game, and I watched chunks of it, Vanderbilt's a good football team.
So did 9 other teams that played against Vanderbilt.
Yeah. Diego Pavia, in my opinion, should be in the running for the Heisman Trophy.
No question.
He and Mendoza from Indiana are pretty good quarterbacks.
Good quarterback, yeah.
So
there's no question. Those two and the quarterback at Ohio State got to be in the talks.
Saying,
yeah.
Ohio State.
Yeah, got to be finalist. I would think.
So here's the argument about Tennessee football, because I pulled this up. Somebody posted this the other day. Let's see, where is it here? What happened to it? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. 8 wins for Tennessee. Syracuse was 3-8. ETSU was a checkbook game. UAB finished 3-8. Mississippi State was 5-6. Arkansas went 2-9. Kentucky went 5-6. Is that right? Is that the record? 5-6. It is, isn't it?
Yes.
New Mexico State was 4-7, and Florida was 3-8. That's your 8 wins. You lose to Alabama, Georgia, Oklahoma, and Vanderbilt, all ranked teams. So Tennessee's that's your 8 wins against not a one of them had a winning record.
Yeah.
So that's the argument I hear about Heupel. He can't win the big games.
But here again, this is one season.
Yeah. Oh,
One
I know.
season.
You're talking to the wrong guy. I think he's
You
doing
know
a
what I
good
mean?
job.
One season, and now, if people are freaking out over this year, wait till next year.
Got 9 games.
9 game 2 cupcakes allowed, 9 conference games, 1 Power 5 conference game.
Yeah.
And so I was looking at Kentucky's schedule next year. I don't care if they resurrect Bear Bryant. I mean, we're talking about
a long year.
Their schedule next year is a gauntlet. I'll pull it up here and show it to you, and because it's it's unbelievable.
Well, you're doing that. I'm going to look up Tennessee's schedule too. We're talking to Gary Rower here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Let's see. Tennessee 2026 football schedule. Here's a big orange. See what they got. Okay, they've got Furman, Kennesaw State, and Georgia Tech away. That's your non-conference.
That's your non-conference, yeah.
Home games for Tennessee next year is Alabama, Auburn, LSU. Road games, Arkansas and South Carolina.
Yeah. Listen to this. Kentucky next year, their 2 gimmies are up front with Youngstown State and South Alabama. Their out-of-conference game is played early with Louisville on November 28th. Here you go. Alabama, Florida, LSU, Vanderbilt, at Missouri, at Oklahoma, at South Carolina, at Tennessee, and at A&M. So, I mean.
So who would? All right. So Stoops is gone. They're looking for a new coach in Kentucky, and you look at that schedule that you got to go. I mean, that's right out of the chute.
Yeah.
That's 10 months from now?
Yeah.
Thereabouts. 9 months from now, you start your season. You got that kind of schedule. What kind of NIL money you got in Kentucky? I mean, so you look at. I guess my question is, why would you? I mean, I know coaches are competitive; they want the challenge, but you talking about getting in some deep water pretty quick. There's not outside those first 2 games. There ain't a lackey on the.
No,
there's not going to be.
next year's a gauntlet. I mean, it's it's going to be rough, but I mean, they're, to be honest, they're probably going to end up with a coordinator somewhere. This will become their first head coaching job. And his resume will not be built upon wins and losses early. It'll be built upon his style of play. What does he bring to a program? So Kentucky could very well become a just a leap pad for a young. Say, for instance, they're going to go. They're going to go after Heartline. They're saying that right out of the gate. There's 2 coaches that they're going hot and heavy after. One is Brian Hartline, Ohio State. The other is Will Stein, offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach at Oregon. That both of those guys are really, really high on their list. Then there's also the coordinator at Ole Miss that that I think is kind of an outlier that they're interested in. But so consider the first 2. You've got Hartline and you've got Will Stein. Both are great recruiters, high-octane offenses. So, they're going to come into a program like Kentucky and maybe make a little noise offensively, at least maybe be competitive in games early. And I think they kind of look at the resume that way. Look, I come into a diminished program. We faced the gauntlet of the SEC in my first year. But here's how our points increased. Here's how my quarterback efficiency increased, and so forth. And we'll see. I think it's going to other than a coordinator, another name that's been mentioned has been Dan Mullen, who's kind of been around for a while. My question to that hire would be, how far removed is he from what we'll call the old school of college football, not really accustomed to this new NIL way of dealing with things and business. So, I don't know how that would translate. I don't think there's any question he's a good coach, but does his style, and is he too far removed?
One of the coaches, Tony Guerrero, talking college football and SEC football, one of the coaches out there that I find amazing to me that's not been mentioned is the coach from Oregon, Dan Lanning.
Yeah.
This guy's been successful. You don't hear him on anybody's list of, hey, let's go get Lanning, let's go try and get him to the SEC. If he has been, it's not been reported. So this guy's kind of either under the radar, he's so tied up financially with Oregon that, he's not even remotely interested in looking around, but
I think
you don't hear anything about this guy. And this guy's been a really successful coach.
I think Oregon must be a dream job.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got Nike
money
pours in. Phil Knight pours money into Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
He's really out of the national spotlight until it matters.
Mm-hmm. Good point.
And then that's just game pressure. I mean, that's just that week's pressure. He doesn't have that pressure through the entire season because he doesn't get all the media attention in Oregon.
Yeah.
And so
he's under the radar out there.
He's very much under the radar.
Yeah.
And so it must be just a dream job. And so, or at least it maybe his dream job. I don't know. But when you're at a program that I would venture to say probably pours more money into their. I don't know the stats. I don't know their NIL situation, but I would venture to say that just the perks alone probably even outweigh a lot of people's NIL money.
Some would say that Ole Miss was a dream job. I mean, so what's the real reason, do you think? LSU or Ole Miss said we'll match the money. The guy was the toast of Oxford, 3 straight double-digit seasons. 4 straight.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, he gets the most wins ever. This year he's got 11 wins under his belt. He's going to the college football playoffs. He's left the program, in my opinion, high and dry by leaving.
Yeah.
So, if they're going to offer apples for apples as far as monetarily, and Ole Miss said they will match LSU, then why'd he leave? What was the real reason? I mean, the guy, as I said earlier in the show, he came back. I'm going to let you answer the question. He came out and said, I had a drinking problem. He said my personal life got cleaned up. I got sober at Oxford, which is important to say the least.
Sure.
I don't know to what degree he drank.
Yeah.
But by his own admission, he said, I got my life cleaned up. I got sober.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in Oxford, Ole Miss, I will be forever indebted to Ole Miss for doing that. He was a toast of the town. He could do whatever he wanted. I mean, the guy was he was king in Oxford.
Sure.
So why'd he leave?
That's $1 million question, and he was asked that. Martin McGee flat out asked him that, and he said it was opportunity and counseling. He said he turned to people like Pete Carroll and Nick Saban, and Pete Carroll told him, he said your dad would have jumped at this opportunity. He'd want you to jump at this opportunity, and I think it's more profile than anything else. I think it's just the fact that he knew that he had messed up at 2 major universities. Tennessee football was a major opportunity. He skipped town and he went to what he thought was his dream job at USC. I'm sure because it was following Pete Carroll, he's talked about as being one of his mentors, and so Ole Miss is still in the SEC, still a good school, but is it top tier compared to LSU or Alabama or Florida? No, it's probably not. Less pressure, we know, but it's to me it's a status thing. It allows him to want to get one more opportunity at a high major program. And so I think it's more status than anything else.
He is now the highest paid coach in college football. So, But he was making 12, now he's making 13 and some change, whatever it is. So he goes right to the top of the list. He has an ego from that standpoint, I'm the highest paid coach in America, which is saying something because these guys knock down big bucks.
Yeah.
So, you look at where you're going from here. College football playoffs right around the corner. Ole Miss is in the hunt, obviously very much in the hunt. He will not be a part of that.
No.
So does that demoralize that team to tear it apart?
It does one of two things.
They'll circle the wagons.
Yeah, there seemed to be high morale there yesterday. It seemed like the fan base, kind of circled around them there at their facility, and players came out with enthusiasm out of their meeting, and at least they retain some familiarity with their coach, their defensive coordinator, and so if they were to lose the offensive coordinator, if there would have been a clean house, then obviously it demoralizes the program. But I can see there being enough guts within those kids to say, well, he left us. We'll just prove the world wrong, and so personally, I think that his absence will not be seen at this point.
SEC championship. Georgia, number 3. Alabama, number 10. Who wins that one Saturday? Rematch.
Mercy sakes, it's going to be a tough one. Neither team, in my opinion, are playing well right now. I especially don't think Georgia's playing well. But they find a way to win. And, well, you got to say the same for Alabama. I'm going to go with Georgia.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Georgia. There's just something missing at Alabama. I don't know what it is. It's almost like there's a disconnect between, and I hate to say it because of the carousel we're seeing right now, but it just seems like DeBoer and his staff just doesn't click.
I would agree with that.
With player personnel, and then with the fan base, it's just there's this cloud of uncertainty over the field when Alabama plays.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And so, to me, it's starting to translate a little bit in how they produce. And so, this could be the final hiccup for DeBoer. Yeah.
Well, and I can't put my finger on it, but I watched the game, watched the post-game interview, and yeah, just something doesn't add up, but I don't know what it is.
That's just it. Nobody really knows what it is, but everybody knows it's there.
Absolutely.
It's just odd. I don't know if it's the ghost of Nick Saban. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but there is something to that.
Yep.
I've been in ministry for 20 years, 20-some years, and any time you come in behind, I don't care if it's ministry or I don't care what it is. Anytime you come in behind somebody that's been long tenured, there's a ghost you fight, and you fight it for a while, and it's no different than for a head coach or sports.
I would agree. So, but something's not clicking down there for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Big Ten, Ohio State, Indiana. Who wins that one?
I think Ohio State wins that game. They're tough. And I'm not taking anything away from Indiana. I think Indiana's a good team. But honestly and truthfully, I think this game it's a matter of just matching up man on man, and I think Ohio State is just a little more athletic.
The team I keep watching, I've said this all week, told a bunch of folks all weekend long, they rolled their eyes, including my granddaughter. I said, you better keep your eye on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. They can play. They're playing the Big 12 championship. They got BYU, and there's something.
It's a tough game.
They're playing with a chip on their shoulder.
They are. Texas Tech's a good team, but I tell you, BYU, they do this every year. They always surprise somebody. Even when they're in their previous conference, they always surprise somebody. And so, this weekend can make or break a lot of dreams for some schools, including Texas Tech. And so I like Texas Tech in this one as well. But I think it's going to be an absolute battle.
Yep, I think you're right.
Maybe the best game of all the conferences.
It may be. Big 12 championship.
Yeah.
Texas Tech and BYU. Big 10 is Indiana, Ohio State. SEC again is Georgia, Alabama. The ACC is Virginia, Duke.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
I laugh at it because When was the last time that Clemson was irrelevant, Florida State was irrelevant, Miami's irrelevant, and now you've got Virginia and Duke.
Pitt. I'm sorry, Virginia Duke. Yeah, Pitt was irrelevant too.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable.
So then you wonder if Dabo's going to hang around at Clemson. Mike Norvell got a vote of confidence for a guy that obviously clearly underperformed. They got smoked by Florida, of all people.
That shocks me that they still stuck with him after that loss.
Yep. And so they did, and they have. And so I was trying to find
And I think that is an investment decision there because they're so heavily invested in Norvell that they're just thinking maybe another year we'll just maybe buy our bank sometime.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. So here's your top 10 highest paid college football coaches. Number 1 now is Lane Kiffin. Number 2 is Kirby Smart. Then you got Ryan Day, Kurt Signetti, Lincoln Riley from Southern Cal, Dabo from Clemson, Steve Sarkisian from Texas, Dan Lanning from Oregon making 10-4. And you have DeBoer making 10-2, and then the top 10 is Bill Belichick from North Carolina, who did not make the playoffs or make the bowl, not bowl eligible, making $10 million a year. So
I got a feeling he was going to retire.
Yeah.
I just have that feeling. I think he was obviously out of sorts. It didn't fit. Wasn't a match. And there again, he's used to a locker room full of guys. He's here's how you want it done. If you don't do it, I'll find somebody else to do it. And he goes to a college level where kids don't have to play. If they don't want to play, they're not going to play.
Yep.
And it's just a different animal. And so I can see him hanging it up. If not this year, I think next year. But of those coaches, you look at that, and the top 4 or 5, they're winners. I mean, they've proven themselves. Lincoln Riley kind of, I think the USC verdict is going to be down to maybe another year or two. They're going to expect more out of him probably next year. If not, we'll probably see a move there, I would imagine. But Dan Lanning is he's a rich man now, but I would say within the next year or so will become even richer.
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
So, good report. So that's what's going on in the SEC football. New coaches all over the place. Auburn's got a new one. Arkansas's got a new one.
Yeah.
Florida's got a new one. LSU's got a new one. Ole Miss has got a new one. So,
yeah. Coastal Carolina is
looking for one.
Looking for one. I've got a feeling James Madison's going to be looking for one. Their coach has been mentioned. I know that he's been mentioned in the Kentucky search. He's pretty hot commodity too. So,
heard P.J. Fleck from Minnesota be
P.J. Fleck has been mentioned. I wouldn't be upset with that hire. I think he's a tough-nosed coach. I like his style. So we'll see.
Got to step up from Minnesota to Kansas. ACC to SEC. I'm sorry, Big Ten to SEC.
I personally, I think so.
Yeah, they do.
So,
Kentucky football, even on a bad day, has probably got a little bit more oomph than Minnesota Golden Gopher football.
Kentucky fan base, they are dying for something to get behind. You can go to Kroger Field on a Saturday in Lexington, and it's packed. As bad as they are, they want something to root for, and the university and the alumni, and they're not afraid to throw money at it, and so it's a good job with not nearly the expectations of most SEC schools have.
Great report, my friend. You hungry?
Yeah, I'm starving.
Cheddar Club.
Appreciate you.
Oh yeah. See you next Monday.
I should be here.
Back here. Try it again next week.
I'll have a daughter married off by then. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Busy week.
Oh, tough week.
Yeah.
An emotional roller coaster.
Emotional.
Daddy's little girl, the first of two. Daddy's little girl's getting married.
Yeah.
Whew. Been there.
Hard to believe.
Oh, it'll cut you to the core.
Yeah.
They say daddies don't. Oh yeah. Well, this one did. I don't know about the other ones, but this one got cut to the core. Goodness gracious.
Yeah. Well, excited, but anxious at the same time.
Absolutely. No question. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll wrap it up right after this from our buddy Justin Smith from Physical Therapy Services on the Tom Daly Sports Show. Gary Rowe, SEC Football. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Talking to Dr. Justin Smith, one of our great sponsors here at the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. A lot of them out there. What do you feel like separates physical therapy services from all the competition?
Well, number one is that we're local. The money that you spend with us stays here. This is not a large corporate venture that your money goes to Florida or Miami or up to Chicago or wherever. We are a true mom and pop facility. We pride ourselves on that, number one. Number two, we don't have a bunch of higher-ups, VPs, multiple presidents that we have to end up making a bunch of profit to be able to pad their pockets. The money that we make in physical therapy services, we reinvest back into the community. So that's why we have our Class 4 laser, we have our Ultra G, we have all the equipment that nobody else in the area has. And we can provide services and for the people of Elizabethton, of Carter County, Roan Mountain, Hampton, Stony Creek, Mountain City, Johnson City. That's why we have people from all over the area that flock to our facility because they know they're going to get the best care, state-of-the-art care with the most state-of-the-art equipment.
It's awesome. Can't top that, folks. Great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Great folks at Physical Therapy Services. It's exciting T.A. Duggar boys basketball. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Joseph Taylor, Tucker Taylor, and yours truly Monday night from the T.A. Duggar Gym as the Cyclones host the Robinson Redskins from Kingsport. It's a doubleheader, airtime of 4:45, first tip at 5 o'clock, audio and video. T.A. Duggar boys basketball against the Robinson Redskins. It all starts at 4:45 this Monday here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar boys basketball. Big thanks to our guest today. Of course, Gary just now being with us. Also, Summer Johnson joining us. Appreciate her very much from the Carter County Imagination Library, and also Betsy Hicks stopped by, did a little chit-chat with us from the Northeast Community Credit Union gang. Appreciate that. We will come back at 4:45, which is not that far away, with T. Duggar boys basketball. Busy week. Tomorrow night we got the first of many high school basketball games. Cyclones in Johnson County tomorrow night. And then we'll come back on Saturday with a doubleheader with the Milligan women and men's team coming up. So all that will be forthcoming starting today at 4:45. Joseph Taylor, Tucker Taylor, and yours truly going to bring it to you. Audio and video from the T.A. Duggar Gym at 4:45 with the JV boys and the varsity boys. I select a couple of just a few games we're going to do because we're going to shift into Elizabethton and Milligan big time here, but we thought we'd showcase tonight the T.A. Duggar boys basketball team. The varsity is, let's see, the varsity right now is 5-2, and the JV is 7-1. So that's your schedule or their records right now on T.A. Duggar boys basketball. See you back at 4:45 again. Let's wrap it up with a verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross, and today certainly no different. So let's get that verse up real quick before we scoot on out of here. And it goes like this. We need to remind ourselves that he is with us always. He's not just near. He's here always. Joshua 1:9 says, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. You can mark this down. You will never go where God is not. You can go to the highest mountain, Mount Everest, he's there. Deepest part of the ocean, I think it's in the Indian Ocean. He's there. We need to remind ourselves that he is with us always. He's not just near, he's always here, always. Joshua 1:9. Again goes, have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous, do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. You can mark it down. You will never go where God is not. Good way to end it. Show number 2402. Back with you again at 4:45 for T.A. Duggar boys basketball. Until then, for Tommy and Mary Tipton and all the kids here at Chick-fil-A, where it's college night tonight from 5 till 7. If you're cramming for finals, come in, show your college idea, get a free ice cream treat. Compliments to Chick-fil-A tonight as, again, it's cramming for finals right now for the college kids here in the area. See you back at 4:45 with T.A. Duggar boys basketball. Till then, we'll say, as always, bloom where you planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 24.